Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about Hyliion with ticker symbol HYLN. They're trading on NYSE, therefore you can get it everywhere on every broker. There's no need some special broker who offers OTC because this is publicly traded company on big stock exchange. I'll tell you everything what you need to know about their earnings which happened today or like 8 hours ago or 9 hours ago. And I was waiting till like 1 AM in my country, and then I was super tired and I gave up. And you know, if I was waiting maybe like 30 minutes more, I would maybe get the video out as soon as I can, but I need to be functionable, so I hope you understand with this a little bit of delay. As I said, I'll tell you everything what they announce, what I think about it, and all that good stuff. But before we begin, I'd love to ask you if you could click on that beautiful red subscribe button and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It both helps me out tremendously and it helps the video to get to more people. With that being said, let's get into the video. As we look at the chart, we can see on one day it's been down yesterday, not anything greatest, but after hours or in pre-market it's up nicely, so that's a good sign that actually you can already tell the results weren't that bad after all. But on 6 months, oh boy, almost 60% down, so we're still quite beaten down. But if you are a long-term Hyliion holder and you bought around somewhere here, you aren't in much negatives, or if you bought here around $15-16, I think you're doing just fine. But now let's head into the results. If you go to Hyliion's SEC filings or government SEC filings, you won't be able to find it there. I was very furiously refreshing the pages for like 3 hours non-stop, and I was very disappointed I couldn't find it there. But if you head now and even the news section, I was doing the same here, but now today we can see that the Hyliion reports fourth quarter 2020 financial results, so let's get into it. So let's go through the key business highlights. Hyliion announced the introduction of the company's next generation battery module, which is capable of up to 5 times as much cycle life than a conventional EV battery, can be recharged in under 8 minutes and allows for more than 40% improvement in cooling compared to the previous system. This enables a higher charge rate and longer sustained power output. It's already what I talked about in my previous Hyln video, so I won't tell you much more about this. Feel free to check out the previous video. They achieved previously forecasted volumes for 2020, including installation of 7 hybrid electric units in the fourth quarter and 20 hybrid electric units for the full year 2020. Well, as I mentioned, or even did my digging on my previous past Hyliion videos, it was obvious that they've already fulfilled their volumes, and it's a shame. It seems like it's a shame they haven't still accounted the revenue. So it's a big shame, I believe, for the company, but I think they just want to then skyrocket it at the end of this year or from the next quarter results. But let's continue with the key business highlights. They designed and developed the next generation hybrid system, which will be introduced in 2021. The system will feature the next generation battery module, incorporate a custom e-axle solution, and include enhanced onboard data analytics capabilities. Initial Hypertruck ERX builds will utilize a Peterbilt chassis. Hyliion placed the first orders of Peterbilt trucks with specifications that are ideal for the Hypertruck's ERX powertrain. Strategically designed the Hypertruck technology roadmap to be compatible with the hydrogen fuel cell technology, so we can see they are really looking forward to switch to the hydrogen as soon as it's possible, but it's not really the time right now. Maybe 3-4 years later, the time will look, or the opportunities or the circumstances will look better, so they can fluently switch to hydrogen, which is always what you want to see in a long-term and high growth company. They receive approximately $141 million in cash proceeds upon exercise of public warrants for approximately 12.12 million shares of common stock. Yeah, we are all aware of this because that day the stock just plummeted. They expanded the executive team with appointments of Sherry Baker as CFO, Jose Oxholm as Vice President, General Counsel and Chief Compliance Officer Bobby Cherian as Senior Vice President of Sales and Supply Chain, and Matthew Lewis as Senior Vice President of Marketing. So you can see they're just expanding and preparing for themselves for the big business, and I'm just looking forward for the future. You know, right now it's not the greatest time for this company. or I mean their stock. The company is doing well, very well actually. They're doing tremendously well, but the stock price is just not projected into it. And I think that's kind of shame, and they should seriously work out on their PR. Executive commentary. Thomas Healy, Hyliion's CEO, said, "We concluded a momentous year for Hyliion and significantly advanced our commercialization strategy. I'm pleased with all that we have accomplished as our team continues to adapt in this unprecedented environment. We enter 2021 with strong financial and operational resources and an established network of strategic partners. The powertrain technologies we have already deployed and those that we will bring to market further differentiate Hyliion and reflect our unique competitive advantages. We are delivering proven, cost-effective and eco-friendly solutions that we anticipate will electrify and revolutionize the commercial transportation industry." So this is what you love to see and hear from their CEO. Very confident, as we could have seen from their latest interview, which is also on my channel. He was super confident, as he always was and is, and I'm really looking forward today to their investor call or just call conference or whatever it's called. I'll definitely record it and watch it and then upload it to the channel so you guys don't miss out on anything. I'll skip the next generation battery model because, as I said, I've already done a video about this, so feel free to check that out. So let's go quickly through their 2021 focus. Hyln is providing significant value to current and prospective customers today through expanded commercialization and deployment of its hybrid powertrain solution. In addition, the company will introduce the next generation hybrid system in 2021. Potential benefits of utilizing the next generation hybrid system compared to conventional diesel or CNG commercial vehicles include reduced fuel usage, emissions, idling, and/or improved performance. Later this year, Hyliion plans to introduce demonstration units of the Hypertruck ERX, which can deliver net negative carbon emissions, greater acceleration, range and significant cost savings, all the while recharging itself en route. Key commercialization milestones have been planned throughout 2021, including the initial build of demonstration trucks, collaboration with industry-leading fleet partners and the deployment of test units within fleet operations by the end of the year. In tandem, Hyliion is developing powertrains that are fuel agnostic and designed to offer customers the greatest flexibility as they transition to electrified transportation. The company's solutions are designed to capitalize on the advantages RNG provides today while being compatible with hydrogen fuel cells, while situating Hyliion to leverage hydrogen when the technology and infrastructure becomes available. In addition, Hyliion continues to invest in and explore additional strategic partnerships focused on commercialization of current product lines, disruptive technology, and talent acquisition. So as we can read and see, it's just amazing news, and it's kind of shame they don't just put this PR or this news throughout the time, you know. From they could just once in 2 weeks, once in weeks put out some PR. I'm sure they have news. They just want to have, I don't know, let their stock skyrocket from one day to another. We shall see what's their plan, but you know, for us a long-term investor, I just love to hear that kind of news. Only thing I'm disappointed is that they haven't accounted their revenue. Now let's go quickly through their accounting to see from the numbers perspective what just happened. Well, I just went quickly through it, and there's actually nothing new except that they got increase in cash because of the warrants and, you know, more cash from the SPAC. But I'm kind of disappointed they just don't show quarter after quarter results, and that it's 1 year, you know, comparison. Of course, this is going to be good after they will be deploying, producing their trucks, because they will be like with NIO or Xpeng or Tesla. Because if 1 year later, after they'll produce 1,000 trucks, let's say, it's just an example, it will be like 1,000% increase, you know, because if they produce 20 trucks, 20 hybrid units for 2020, and they will produce 200 hybrid units for 2021, this is going to be an immensely big increase after they will do such kind of quarter results summary. So what do I think about the quarter results? Well, I'm quite satisfied with them. Very pleasant news, nothing really, no negative news, everything is on track. Their predictions, their estimated revenues, their estimated projections, they are all just there. The only thing I'm just upset is that they haven't accounted yet their revenues, so we know that in the next quarter results, in the next 3 months, they will definitely account the revenues. So this is going to be tremendous, and after they will account their revenues, the stock is most likely going to boom, but they just decided that they won't put it there in 2020 because they still thought they are kind of a startup. But from 2021, this is going to be a breakout year for Hyliion, and I cannot wait for them to see what they'll bring. And I actually secretly hope the stock will go down back to the 50s so I can snag more shares. But I think that's just myself. I think others want this stock to skyrocket immediately. Well, I would rather see this stock doing nothing for a few months, and then in 3 years the stock will be up a few %100% in my opinion, and I still stand behind my opinion. I think we could see $30 at the end of the year if they'll just deliver what promised, which is looking like they will. And if they will finally show us the revenue, which will be most likely very good, as I showed you and demonstrated in my previous videos, I can see only great things coming for Hyliion and into Hylion's way. I hope I brought you some value. If I did, definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. As well as smashing that like button really helps me out and pushes the video to as many people as possible. Also, let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts about this quarter results. Are you satisfied? Are you like meh? Did you expect something huge or some big disappointments? Let me know. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.